So yeah, I mean, I've seen a gazillion of them now at this point, but essentially
Mhm.
what it stands for is a financial disclosure document, right? So that's the FDD. So essentially, it's what
Mhm.
the brand, in this case, Bright Brothers, of course, would present to you. They're updated every single year so that the numbers are fresh. So let me backtrack. So there's items number 1 through number 23 on there, okay? And it's essentially will be business experience. Has the company been bankruptcy or any litigation in the company? So it basically just says like ripping the clothes off, like here we are. Is what an FDD is. So I spend with every single client an hour, and we sit there and we go through this doc. I don't read it to them front to back by any means, but I'm like, listen, man, if I open this thing up and I look at it, like this is straight where I'd go. I go to the business experience, like who's running this thing, what the heck is this thing, and that's right up front. It tells you all of the costs associated, your initial investment, some other fees that you might incur, your royalties and all of those different sorts of things, brand fund contributions, if there's marketing fees or whatever. All that stuff is in there. So that tells you exactly where every single dollar is going to go, why it's going to go there, who it's going to go to. And that's very, very, very important in the discovery process and the investigation process for the folks that I work with. So I spend a lot
Yeah.
of time going through this stuff because, I mean, yeah, the last thing in the world you want to do is be like, hey, here's your final documents. Congratulations, you're about to sign with, in this case, Bright Brothers. And you're like, wait, what the heck? There's this fee and this fee? Like, what? I didn't know that. Like, heck no. We get all that stuff. We put it right in front of you. We
Mhm.
highlight it. I spend time. I say, do you understand this? Do you understand what this means? And we go through all of those different sorts of things. Very, very, very important for
Yeah.
franchising, and it's essentially like all the legalities that are tied into it. So it goes in. What is the brand contractually obligated to provide to you, right? So what sort of assistance are they going to have with your ramp up, with your training? What's the territory size? Because franchising is divided into territories, right? Number of population, population density, or number of businesses, maybe, or household income is another one. How many qualified households are in this particular territory, so a lot of times it's divided depending on the franchise, what it might. If it's like just strictly B2B, then the number of businesses is going to be a really big deal. If you're
Yeah.
looking at something like Bright Brothers, like the household income, which is because we're going to be exterior cleaning and we're going to be doing holiday lighting, the household income is going to be really important. So we make sure we put that right up front, and we have a bunch of qualified households in your territory
Yeah.
so that you can step in and be effective right away. People that can contract your services regularly, and that's our goal.